So how the heck did you end up in Florida after, making a couple stops in a few states in New England, and then you're out west, and now you're down here in the Southeast?
Yeah, so at the time in the summer of 2015, I was with the Ontario Reign. They were in the ECHL, and as part of that shift of creating the Pacific Division in the American Hockey League, the LA Kings had kind of purchased the majority ownership of that franchise, which at the time was majority owned by Barry Kemp and his son Justin, who was the president of our team and a long time involvement as an executive in ice hockey in both the NHL and the minor league levels. And you know, the Reign, they had ended their ECHL run with a spirited run to Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, falling to the eventual champion Allen Americans in 7 games. And I was prepared to stick with the team through the transition to the American League, and that was the plan. But then Bob Mills happened to leave here in Orlando, and I'd always kind of regarded Bob Mills as a guy that comported himself well, was through and through professional. And when I was first trying to break into the ECHL, the two destination markets were, in my mind, Ontario and Orlando. And I figured, well, I've done Ontario for 3 years. I know it's an American League team, but there was something about having met Bob and knowing how he seemed to be kind of on that fast track to the NHL, going to Rockford in the American League. It seemed like at least something I owed myself an opportunity to at least interview. I had never interviewed for my job in Ontario. I had started out as an intern there, and as luck would have it, some positions opened up, and I gradually kind of progressed through the front office in various levels there. And with Orlando opening up, there was the allure of being in kind of a major market. Ontario's kind of an hour outside of LA, kind of in a market unto its own, but it doesn't really get that media attention. And Orlando, it's a major league market. You have the Magic, you have Orlando City Soccer, Tampa Bay is not too far away, Jacksonville's just up north. And there was the allure of TV games and more routine media coverage. And I figured that would be a good test for me, at least as far as the media relations side of things. And obviously, we didn't have games televised in Ontario. And granted, it was only a small handful of games that we would have televised, but I think it presented a new set of challenges to me. So to make the long story short, from New York to Boston, where I went to school at Emerson College, then to California, then back east here to Orlando, and I've been here for now, I think 6 seasons.